Now,
music
2
related.
years has went by. The first one that we ever did of the SKapade Show was with Milla. So fast forward 2 years, new setup. We've done whole loads of new stuff in that
Aye.
2 years. Same with you. So we thought we'd do a little catch up for episode 13.
Yep.
Last episode there we just had Marley 13 on as well, which was amazing, so it's great to have
Scottish
you
God
back.
players, you know,
Aye, man.
the
Quality.
wild videos,
Aye.
Wild.
Is that a funny guy?
Aye.
Yes.
Aye, man.
he's
Aye,
good.
aye.
Very good. So round 2 with funny guys, because Milla's certainly a nice funny guy, and we've had him on before, cracking chat back then.
Yep.
And now this is a new and improved version, so it's absolutely pleasurable to have you back on
Always.
for episode 13.
Superb.
How's it been, Milla?
It's been quality, man. The journey has been tremendous. I've been loving it, man. Just doing what I love, do you know what I mean? Same as yourselves, guys, I'm sure.
No, that's it.
So recently, there's a few big things that have been happening recently, which is really, really cool.
Aye.
One of which, King Tut's,
King Tut's, man.
a couple of weeks ago. How did that go?
That was one of the best gigs I've ever had, man, in terms of the crowd, the reaction, the venue itself, historical venue, how I was treated by the people in the venue. I was, you know what I mean?
A taste.
Backstage and, you know, beers. I'm fond of a wee beer. There's a laid on a few beers for us, man, so that's something I could get used to, do you know what I mean? But really nice staff at the King Tut's, as I say. Absolutely smashed my set. I felt that was the kind of feedback I got as well. And it's a historical venue in terms of the bands that have been discovered and played there. Bands that I love, The Verve, Oasis, I think Blur know that have played it as well. So it's just got a major history, King Tut's, do you know what I mean? And to play there at a venue that these bands and these people have played at, it's just for me a tremendous thing.
They've got all the bands somewhere in there, don't they? It's on the stairs or something
Aye,
like that.
there's stuff on the stairs, there's stuff on the walls, and there's so much stuff, do you know what I mean? It just, that kind of shows how much history's behind it as well.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. It's such a cool, intimate place as well.
Aye.
You know, and they sometimes are the best gigs.
Oh,
as you know.
definitely, man, definitely.
Now, since we last caught up with you as well, you've done loads of videos.
As always.
One of which you filmed a wee bit in here as well.
Aye. Mum's the word.
Mum's the word, Mother's Day. Tell us a wee bit about that concept, and that one did really well for you as well, didn't it?
Well, while we're on that subject, it is actually my wee mother's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Milla Mum.
Happy birthday.
So happy birthday, mummy.
Yeah.
I hope you like your card and present. Aye, man, it was like Mother's Day was coming up, and I don't want to say everybody because I don't know everybody, but for the most part, I believe everybody loves their mum. Most people again, sorry, feel that
Most people.
I would
agree.
I'm generalising. I know some folk don't get on with their mum and that. Which is, do you know what I mean? But aye, obviously Mother's Day was coming up at the time. I'd heard that what I felt was quite a deep beat, you know what I mean? And I just started writing, and it became a song basically about my relationship with my mum, do you know what I mean? And I called it Mum's the Word. We put it on Mother's Day. I videoed some of that down here with yourselves, obviously. And it's one of the songs that done well because it's simply relatable to people. Most people love their mum, do you know what I mean? So when people hear that, I got a lot of great feedback on it, and thankfully my wee mammy liked it as well, so that was good.
That's what I was going to ask next. What was the reaction when you showed her that?
Tears.
Aye.
Tears, man.
Brilliant.
Definitely, aye.
Tears of joy, not pain.
Oh, tears of joy, absolutely.
That's brilliant, mate.
Something that money couldn't buy was her words, do you know what I mean? So
I think what I really liked about it as well is the whole thing was like delivered in black and white, and then at the end,
the
present comes out, comes a wee bit of colour, and it brightens it up.
Aye, man, aye, definitely. I like that as well.
That did well online for you, didn't it?
It did do well online. The initial reaction was great. Like everything else, it eventually slows down. Do you know what I mean? But initially it did do really well, and even to this day, the odd person still says to us, man, that tune about your mum and that was just really deep. I really enjoyed it. So
it's about that resonating with people, isn't it?
It is, man.
Well, obviously, like, over the last couple of years, you've been productive when it comes to music.
Aye.
Really only a few years in this gang, and you know you're doing well. What would you say over the last 2 years? What has been your most productive year, and do you think you're on course for having an even more productive one this year?
2017, been totally honest, was my least productive year in terms of output, what I put out. I put a few videos out that actually, ironically, even though it was my least busiest year, probably done better. The videos done better than any other videos for years that was busy. Do you know what I mean?
Why do you think that is?
I really don't know, mate. I started going for YouTube videos to Facebook videos because I felt it was a lot easier to access. It's just click play and that's there. You see yourself when you see a video on, it's just like, I need to see what's happening here. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if the Facebook videos played a part in it, and it's a lot, and obviously people can share it and it just generates, do you know what I mean, a lot more views and all that kind of stuff. But back to the original question, last year I wasn't that busy. I did do some gigs, I did do some videos. The year before that, 2016, I done 15 and 16, I done a hell of a lot.
Yeah, you
I
were
was
mental.
putting out videos every month, all sorts of gigs. I was over in Germany, just doing this and doing that. 2017 came, slowed down a bit, still banged out the odd video to keep somewhat an interest there. And we've started 2018 with a ban, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Because we've already got 2 videos out. Got a nice support slot coming up, as we were just talking about earlier. Played King Tots. There's lots more in the thingy. It's not the biggest event in the world, but Fenton's Festival happens every year. This is something that's been on for years and years. Fenton's Festival's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I've been asked to, I don't know if I'm meant to say a shit, but I'm going to say it anyway because I'm a G. I've been asked to headline that wee festival, man, so that's pretty cool. Do you know what I mean? It's just happening, man. It's like, I don't know, I'm building, we're making it happen.
That's it, man.
You know
Living in the moment, enjoying every bit of it.
Aye, man, loving it. Loving it, you know.
I think I was at that Fenton's Festival before, years ago.
Aye.
They do a great wee job. They capture the community, man.
Do you know what? It's a great, I've said this on many an occasion, man, it's a great community pub. It's got a big area outdoors, and they've got DJs, they've got bands, they've now got rappers. Do you know what I mean? They get a lot of folk in there that weekend, so they and see if you can get the weather, man. It's an amazing wee weekend, so it is. It's really good, and people love it. People love it, man. Good.
It's like a place to go if you want to support any local artist, DJ, rapper, whatever.
Aye, and they're definitely a place that would put a local act on. I've seen a lot of folk in there, local acts, bands and stuff like that. So, aye, man, shout out to people at Fenton's, and even the people that frequent Fenton's, man, because a lot of my pals go, well, it's a great wee place. Definitely is.
I've done a few shifts in there, my day.
Have you? Aye.
Aye.
Bouncer.
Yeah. Well, no.
Barman.
Aye, barman.
Aye. Spitting bars.
Aye. Exactly. No, but it's a cracking wee venue. I think some of our guys were actually asked as well, but just the dates were all clashing just because of the nature of what we do as well. We always try and give back in that way. Obviously, you're quite the local hero at the moment as well, so it's good that you're playing all 3 dates of the festival, or is it just over one?
She's not went into great detail. She'd asked me if I'm actually playing in Fenton's on the 31st of this month, just a standard Saturday night gig, and then she mentioned to me about the headline thing. Obviously I'm going to speak to her more about that at some point, but we'll see what happens.
Is it still Donna, is it?
No, do you know, it's actually Danielle.
Yeah, it's Danielle.
It's Danielle. I don't want to have her second name in case she doesn't like that, but
that's fine, right.
It's Danielle now, so she got in touch. She does I don't know if she actually works in there full time, but she certainly does music and events for them.
Good.
So she does. So she got in contact.
She's managing there, so.
Aye, she got in contact with us a few weeks ago about that. So that's pretty cool.
That's good, man. You know, see for Dumbarton or see for this area, it's like spewing with good artists.
It's my
places.
It's probably never been. Well, maybe I'm being a bit biased because maybe 10, 20 years ago I wasn't about like that, but there seems to be so much. Maybe as well the internet plays a big part in it.
Massive.
Like, if it was like 20 years ago and there's no internet and you're a band, you're getting a bit on word of mouth. Do you know what I mean?
Tapes.
And so maybe by that standard, but I think Dumbarton, the Vale and Balloch and surrounding areas are really, really busy at the minute with music.
Popping off.
What's
man.
good about you as well is like it's so unique.
Aye.
You know, like with DJs, there's DJs.
Aye.
Everywhere.
Aye.
You know, everybody wants to be a DJ.
Everybody does want to be a DJ.
Walks about, says, I'm a DJ. You know, they've got the decks in the house.
Fair enough. Are you though? Are you?
So fair enough. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
But the likes of what you do, you're putting yourself so heavily out there.
Aye.
You know, you're just going for it. Whereas that's what creates that hype for me on Facebook when I look at the video.
Aye.
You're in front of the camera. You've written this stuff, you know, you're not scared about getting your mates in the background, not scared about walking about Bellsmere, bold as.
Aye.
Whereas a DJ, the poster setup, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not as
hiding behind.
On, you know what I mean?
I think that's an important thing is actually just getting out there and doing it. And we were talking about that off camera about, you know, regret is one of the things that fuels all of us at this table, like not having regret. And one of the things, like, you know, why would you want 20 years to go by to go, I should have done a video or done a rap tune?
I spoke about this a few times, man. It's like I couldn't tell you how many folk have messaged me. Folk message me raps that they write and they rap in the house and they send me the videos, and a lot of folk, so many folk, man, basically bedroom rappers, do you know what I mean? They love hip hop, they love rapping, but they're just not prepared to put themselves out there. And I'm never going to say that's the wrong way to be, do you know what I mean? Because some people just don't want to be in the public eye like that. But the only thing I'd say is, if you're kind of debating it and you do what I do, but you're holding back, don't, man. Just go for it, honestly. Because when I first started, sorry to cut you off.
No, at all.
Like you're saying about my videos now doing really well. My first songs now would maybe get like 3 likes on Facebook and a comment from my mom.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're swearing. So, man, it's like, I don't know. It's what I was basically saying to you before is like, you're just going to, you're going to just get to an age in life, which everybody gets to a stage. Like, who do you know at 60-year-old that cares what 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds think? They're past that. They don't care about
You can't even remember.
You can't even remember that, man. So ultimately, one thing that keeps me going, as I was saying, is like one day I'm just going to be like this old guy, touch wood. And I just don't want to be like, oh, I should have done that, man. Like, I really wanted to do it. I had a passion for it, and I was a bit scared to do it. So
I shat it to rap.
Aye. See, this sings directly to me, because I've been a bedroom rapper for so long.
I know. Didn't want to directly say that.
No, but it's true. I'm willing to face that fear.
But like, you've got confidence enough because you're obviously in the public eye.
Yeah, you do all of that.
Aye, like, you know it would be nothing for you to get in front of a camera and do a rap, honestly.
No, I know. It's just actually putting out there. I've done stuff. Like, we've done some stuff, put things out there and that, but it's never just been like me. Do you know what I mean? I've always put like a gimmick or an accent or something like that. And that's something I would like to do, and that's why I said to you at the start of this year.
You spoke before about doing something with Johnny. Do you know what I mean?
I'm sick of saying it though.
I know.
It's since the first podcast, I think we've said that. So
I'm just like...
We've just been so busy.
I know. And it's just like, when you really want to do it, we'll just, instead of talking, man,
we'll do it.
Just be like, 17th, 4 o'clock, get a mic and that set up, get a beat there, just jumped in and we'll just smash it, and that's it.
That's it done.
Do you know what I mean?
Because you were actually talking about recently, like maybe trying to put together a beat for us.
I had an idea to do something. It was that track that stimulated that we were listening to, and it's just this.
Yeah, that Ric Flair drip.
It was this real gangster thing. Like 808 kick. And
aye.
Boom. And it's got this wee sinister melody, and I'm like, man, that. I can imagine us doing something like comedy wise.
Aye.
You know, like writing the lyrics seriously, but performing it all daft.
Aye.
But really no smiling in the video.
I get you.
Do you know what I mean? And like doing all the speeding us up and all that, just straight into the camera, just kind of.
Aye, man.
And like just having a bit of fun with it. Do you know what I mean? And putting something together. I just had that idea to do it. So I mean, there is. But
on a serious tip as well, I want to do something. I had Jack started putting something together for us.
Aye. I'm sure. You had some.
He did
quality beats at one time. I'm sure, like hip hop beats, man.
They
were really good, man.
There's always the computer's still there.
They were really, like, honestly, I know you, because there was one specific, people loved it, and you're like, no, that's mine. I'm getting on that.
But it's not. But the thing is, it's not. It's until we do something with it.
I know.
What if I just dig that out and give you it then?
Aye.
Thank you.
There you go. Just.
Aye, man.
Let's do it. Well, honestly. I told you, I've been writing stuffs there, so and there's some. I'm mentioning you in it as well, so I was like concretely really trying to go down a direction of like we're doing something. Do you know what I mean?
It's just a case of setting a date, man. I've got like bars, I've got lyrics there, man. Like, and even if no, I can write something specifically to
exactly.
So it's like there's no really any excuses, man.
No, well, like organising this. We made a date, and here you are. I know. So
it's like when you're available.
So is it set up in your house?
Nah, man.
Is it Steven?
Steve still got to set up, man. It's funny because I went and bought all that stuff, like spent hundreds of pounds on a mic and a mixer and that, you know what I mean? So I could just basically record. But honestly, man, like, some people have got it, some people have not, and I tell you now, I've certainly not got it, man. I've not got it at all. I don't think I ever managed to record even one tune, man, so that stuff got bought and sold. No point in wasting time. So
focus on what you're good at.
Aye, exactly. And Steve's quite good at that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? He's got the eye, you know that. He knows what he's doing. So I still go up there to this day and record up in Steve's, man.
Cool.
And that's
his setup changed much, or?
Nah, man, he's the same. Well, no, in fact, I tell a lie. He got some new stuff last year, like, what was it? I don't even know that. Software, no, all that stuff. Is that what the youngins are calling it?
Software.
Is that what you're calling it? I think it's a soft note. Software. I think Halford's do it, but No, his so far says I think he got a new mic and all that, so we know what it's like after time, man. You kind of need to go out and get new stuff, but he's done that. He's looked after me in that sense, man. So still better recording, man. Doing the damn thing.
And that must be a while he's been at it as well. So these skills get honed, and he'll have great mixing skills and all that.
Aye, we get Steve on.
I know, definitely.
Maybe get the two guys on next.
Simbage.
Get the two of them up.
Aye,
we should.
If I'm about 5-6 years, he's about 8-9 years. Do you know what I mean? Doing this, man. He's recorded himself a day dot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So.
Is he still rapping?
He is still rapping. He's kind of been off higher for a while now. I don't really know why. Sometimes there's no really a reason for it. Sometimes you just kind of go under
People
the radar.
get busy.
Aye, you go under the radar. But with that said, I mean, he just won a SAMA. So I mean, at the end of 2016, like a Scottish Alternative Music Award, Simba won that.
I remember that, yeah.
Which is a massive achievement for him, man. So, and he put out a couple of things last year, but he's really experimental, Steve. There's a lot of folk know, like, he doesn't like to be stuck to the one kind of. Do you know what I mean? He changes his name, he changes his style, he changes the things that he does, man. Which to me is actually a real artist. That's what an artist does. You know what I mean? He's not scared to try new things. Whereas I'm just like fucking hip hop, know what I mean? At the core, man.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Aye, man. So, but he does his own thing, man, and he's incredibly talented. He let me hear one of his songs last night. It's no, yeah, man. It was one of his best songs I've ever heard, man. So he's definitely got
Amazing.
it. But it's just a case of when he's going to get back in about it.
That's it, man. He's still young in the game though as well.
Definitely,
you know,
mate,
some
like
of these guys that break through, it's like, you know, you're already through. Do you know what I mean? But like, it's still very, very early days.
Definitely, mate. Like, I always kind of thought maybe once I hit like my early 30s or that, but I'm thinking, why would I even put a time limit on it? Do you know what I mean? Like, because I didn't start rapping when I was 22. I actually say at my most recent tune, like most rappers, no matter whether they probably start rapping and writing at 15, 16, 17. I was just a hip hop fan, a fanatic of hip hop till I was like 22, and then I was like, I'm going to write tunes.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking 29 now, man. And that's what 7 year, 6-7 year or whatever, man. And I'm at a stage, and there's no sign of me stopping anytime soon, man.
That's what it's all about, man. That's great. That's the difference between the people that start something and chuck it away, or actually stay persistent at it. One, you've got to love what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? But you're moving into that mastery phase where you've been sticking at the same thing, writing the lyrics, writing the bars, and all that. It's just going to keep getting better and better.
I know.
One way about it, you know.
That's it. And I think the fact that I started rapping so late, 22, 23, I was just a fan of hip hop for so long. I think that's helped me as well. Instead of being like 15 and 16 and thinking I want to be a rapper, and like doing it for a couple of years, and then I'm sick of this because it's not going anywhere. And I was a wee bit older, a wee bit more life experience, more things to write about.
Absolutely.
And just the fact that I was a pure fan of hip hop, I just didn't listen to hip hop for a couple of years because I thought it was cool. Like, I've literally been blasting hip hop as well as all music, obviously, but predominantly hip hop for like primary 5. So it's just like a major part of my life. You know what I mean? And that's it.
It's so cool, man. It is. Now, in terms of video-wise, recently, right, you've said you've put out 2 this year. Now, the recent video, that's a sort of amalgamation of all the videos you've done.
In terms of the videos.
But a new rap over it.
Yes.
What was the reasoning behind that?
Well, what had happened was I wrote 2 songs. One quite that song I wrote. By the way, that my most recent video, No Concern, I literally wrote that full tune in 15 minutes. Well, my mate Davey, Big Davey, shout, he sent me a tune for a London rapper called Coops, and it was an amazing song. It was like just a dead hip hoppy beat, and he was rapping. I was like, this guy's killing this, but it kind of put me in the mood to rap. So I'm like typing these lyrics in my phone over this song. So I done that, and I thought this other song that's going to be out soon, it's called Truth, and I spent like 3-4 days on that. So I goes up and I recorded 2 of them, and I sent them about to a few folk, and folk are like, Truth's good, but she had No Concern. I was like, I just wrote that in like a few minutes, man. And like my bro and a couple of my pals were like, No Concerns, banging, man. I was like, well, maybe I'll put that out first because I had no plans. I had no plans for that. I've got plans for this song, Truth. And so people are loving No Concern, and I was like, well, if people are loving it, I'm going to put it out. To make it basically easy, instead of going out and doing a video shoot, I've always wanted to do like a combination, put all my videos together. So I just hit my man Omar up, as always, and just say, look, this is what I want to do. He's like, right, cool, we'll sort that out. And then he
more of an edit job then.
It was absolutely an edit job, without a doubt. That's all it was. Do you know what I mean? And he edited it together, obviously, done what he done, and put the song over it and put a video out. Do you know what I mean? I don't like messing about. I just want to get it done, which sometimes can be a bad time because I'm putting stuff out too early. But I'm just so keen to get it out, and I don't know, man. That's just the way I'm. You know what I mean?
One thing you've definitely been doing recently is a wee bit of clickbait which is brilliant, mate. Brilliant. The Scottish rapper kills it, kills this beat or whatever. I mean, what's that sitting at?
Listen,
it's like
you've got to do that.
Well,
it's like over 70,000 views or something. Isn't it?
My first clickbait was Scottish rapper kills Ninth Wonder beat. That's at 170 plus.
That's the one.
Views. Like off the back of it, I'm getting messages from folk from Canada, America, Switzerland, Norway. Just randomers hitting me up for all over the place like that. Quality. Do you know what I mean? So clickbait. A lot of folk turn their note. He's clickbaited that video in wit. And wit.
Made you click, didn't it?
You know what I mean? Exactly. Folk, man, honestly, you will not believe some of the hate like it's received out there, man, just for like simple things like clickbaiting it and that. In wit. It's got 170,000 views. You clickbait it, I know if you could get that. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's another thing I know, man. I'm just really past caring. See, once you get to the point where you just don't care anymore and you're just willing to do whatever it takes to boost yourself and get yourself forward, man, life's so much easier. And I actually look forward to some criticism now. It's like, I used to appear, what's
you're reveling in it.
What's that all
what
about?
does he know?
And now I'm mate, send it on, man, because it's hilarious. It's so easy to sit at, I know, sorry, it's so hard into to sit at a computer and criticise somebody that's been doing something for years. Do you know what I mean? So clickbait, man, clickbait's the way forward.
Big advocate.
And is that something you would definitely push for people though, in terms of like just advice for guys trying to get themselves noticed?
It's worked for me.
It's that's obviously not be dirty about it, but you want to be putting something in a way that is like bringing those views, as you say.
Aye.
And whether or not they're commenting, good or bad, they're commenting. Aye. And that's all that matters.
Aye. And every time these haters commenting as well, that's coming up on their homepages, which is generating more. Like folk don't realise, man. Like every time you send it right on.
Every time you complain, you're actually promoting.
I know.
I've
literally had folks sharing my videos like, check this fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Idiot spelled wrong in that.
Your lectures for the share.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, you're sharing, like you hate me and my music or whatever so bad that you feel the need to share it with the world. Like, obviously, but some folk just don't get that. You know what I mean? So it's funny. It's really funny.
No, it's that we had Mally 13 on there, and he was saying the same. It's like there's a taboo feeling about clickbait, you know, but at the same time it's what the market's responding to.
Aye.
People want to see what it is, and you're all you're doing is effectively marketing your product.
Aye.
That's
absolutely.
all you're doing, man.
I know.
And you know, people can say what actually
see the thing is as well though, right, it'd be different if you were writing like if you were writing stay into the end of this, you'll make £1 million, right? It's like, whereas you're putting an opinion out there of like, you know, Scottish rapper kills it. Now, whether or not someone believes that and listens to it is their opinion. It doesn't mean it's wrong.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Exactly. But I think it's when you're putting clickbait like, wait till you hear what Conor McGregor said, and McGregor's not even in the video or something like that, and you're like, what is this? That's proper clickbait. What you're doing is more of an objective clickbait, right? That's like,
I'm using a title to draw you to the video.
Without lying through your own eyes.
See if I put out a video saying I've killed, I believe it.
Exactly.
That's why I put it out in the first place.
Exactly.
I know folk will maybe be like, that was shite or whatever. Sound, move on.
That's your opinion, exactly.
Move on.
And what have newspapers done for years and years and years?
Headline.
It's all the headlines. All in
headline,
headline.
Headline, man.
It's the same. It's the same thing. Only it's social media now we're dealing with, and not old school newspapers.
It's the exact same thing.
It's all in the headline. You walk by your son, you're like, oh, did he? Did he do that?
No, you're joking.
McGregor steps into Milla's video. He's
reading the paper in a shot. I need to buy that, son. No, wait, just read that story. I had to read it. It was a headline.
Oh man,
exactly. Right, so there's loads of stuff coming from the party man Milla. Now, one that really got me excited the other day there, again through the medium of social media, how you find out about people. We don't need to have a conversation anymore. I can just look at this mad profile online on you and find out what you've been up to.
Exactly.
And one of the absolute nailers that stopped me in my tracks, and I was like, yes, man, you're supporting Ari the Rugged Man.
I'm indeed, man.
What?
That
is exact.
I know,
I was
mate.
sitting there like that. Rugged man.
I know.
You couldn't have asked for somebody better to support because of the style of his rap.
Man, he's proper hip hop. Do you know what I mean? Like,
he's so hip hop. He's so underground. He's so against the mainstream.
I know, and he really knows his stuff, man.
So much so.
He really knows about the culture and stuff like that. As I said, I was on Steg's podcast last night. We kind of spoke about this as well, but he's really just like the definition of hip hop, really, I would say. You know, one of the defining people in hip hop in this day and age.
Also, as a white guy as well, which
is a white guy, but I think it was brought up in Long Island and stuff like that. So he's really not too politically correct himself in a lot of these things, you know what I mean? Because if you're really in that environment and you really live like that, he doesn't need to put anything on or act a certain way. That's who he is. That's the way he was brought up, do you know what I mean? So, aye man, genuine, and I can't wait to just like basically be sharing a stage, do you know what I mean? On the same stage as a pure hip hop legend. Like,
legend.
Going back to starting out and no wanting to rap 5 years ago, I was getting 4 likes in my hingies. Now I'm supporting Rugged Man.
How did that come about? And what was your initial reaction? Just like,
man. Well, I'd done really well at the King Tut's gig, and I'd noticed that I had a few particular ads on Facebook after it.
Like musical ads?
Musical ads, guys that are with promotion companies and that, do you know
networking,
what I mean?
my man.
Aye, and I seen it and never had any support, and I just hit him on. I was like, who's he supporting tonight? Because I didn't know if he was bringing American, and he's like, email me. So I emailed him. He's like, mate, I was actually going to get in touch, just seeing your new video, Rapper pays homies to the greats, which I mentioned Ari the Rugged Man in, and he's like, we'd love to have you on board, man. He's like, we can only give you X amount for a fee, which was really decent, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to mention that, like, how much or whatever, but I was like, man, fuck if you know what I mean? Like, I would do this for nothing, mate, do you know what I mean? And he's that quality and all that, and the guys would mess me, watch me do some more stuff and all that, do you know what I mean?
Great,
so
mate.
That's amazing.
It's aye man, it's just like,
it's crazy, mate.
It's crazy, mate. I'm looking forward to meeting him. I assume I'm going to meet him on the night, do you know what I mean? But maybe take him back up to Maya for a few hours.
Do you know what? He strikes me as the kind of guy.
Aye, he went, aye man, but like, let's go man. I know that'd be mental, wouldn't it? But even just to say, do you know what I mean? Like, I supported him. It was like the Grandmaster Flash thing as well when I supported him, do you know what I mean? Even just to...
That's even more legendary, really.
Even just to put it in the musical CV, do you know what I mean? So, mate, quality.
So, when and where?
It is the Oran Moor, Glasgow. It's Wednesday the 16th of May.
Perfect. Wednesday 16th of May then.
Well, this will be out way before then.
Aye, definitely, for anyone who wants to go to that.
Aye, man.
Gigs wise then, so you the Fenton's Festival, you've got Ari the Rugged Man at the Oran Moor. What else you got? You've obviously just done King Tut's.
I've just done King Tut's. I'm playing Fenton's at the end of this month, 31st of this month. I've got the Ari Rugged Man in May.
16th of May.
16th of May. I'm headlining Fenton's in the summer. I've had some messages about some other gigs, more so just local ones, just like, we'll get you in this night and whatever like that. But you know, I can just wake up any day of the week, man, and I'll maybe have a message about a gig, so they just pop up all the time, do you know what I mean? So I'll definitely be out and about in your area. Come and check it.
Good stuff, man.
What are you going to do if you start getting like mega busy in terms of gig inquiries, things like that? Because I know at the moment, like, most people don't know you're working like ridiculously hard,
man,
like 2 jobs, and you're studying.
I work 2 jobs, man, and like I'm studying, and I've got like a wife and I've got a daughter, and I'm just like mega busy, and I'm obviously trying to do this rap. I'm not trying to do it, I'm not doing this rapping. But if I ever got to the point where music could be a career,
100%,
in terms of, even if it paid my bills, like, it doesn't need to pay millions, but if it does enough to look after my family, then I'm all over it, man.
Dream come true.
Like, that is a dream. That is a dream, man. If I could make a basic living wage for just making music every day and living that kind of lifestyle, then absolutely would do that in a heartbeat.
I think it'll happen.
Well, I know we fully support that, mate.
I really hope it does.
Anything we can do to help.
I'm pushing for it, man.
You're the kind of guy it would happen to, mate. You know, you can't fault that drive, that focus, you know. So it's all good.
Cheers, man. Appreciate it.
Clothing wise, you've got a new line coming.
I have, man. It's more so a new style. I think it was about a year or 2 years ago we came out with a lot of hoodies and t-shirts in the sale, man. They sold really well, especially in the community. Do you know what I mean? Because folk just want to support and stuff like that, which is obviously really appreciated. We sell a lot of stuff, and as I say, 2017 I went a bit quiet. So, but now that I'm back banging the tunes out again, generating a lot of interest, maybe even more so than before, I'm thinking it's maybe a good time to bring some new t-shirts and hoodies out. Just put a new, like, it's a new year, do you know what I mean? So get a new style, just kind of put a fresh look on it, man. And obviously, again, just the start of the year, we've kind of building up the music videos, generating a bit of interest again. So I know for a fact, man, I'd be getting rid of a few t-shirts and hoodies again. And that's not to sound up my arse, but it's the truth. So
that's good, man.
That's pretty much what we're doing, man. Like, folk always say, folk still say, like, somebody messaged me, have you any hoodies left? And I was like, well, I'm going to get new ones, and we're just going to do like a fresh new kind of batch, you know what I mean, and we'll get them out there.
I like it. What are you getting on it? Is it just still Milla? It could be good to get the odd quote for your tune and all that.
I know, do you know what's funny you mention that, because the last one said Milla like G8200, which I was shouting for years, still representing that, but I've kind of took my foot off the gas with the G82 shouts.
Why's that?
I don't know, man. Growth.
Getting older, man.
Growth. But never regret it though. Cause I'm a G. You're right in what you're saying though, mate. Maybe like with Milla, and then like a line from my songs or whatever, do you know what I mean?
Mum's the world.
Aye man,
something like that.
Something like, do you know what I mean? Something that kind of sticks, do you know what I mean? And aye man, and just get a kind of new style on it, a new look on it, and aye man, take it for there, do you know what I mean? But it's definitely going to happen.
Okay, brilliant. Now, before we wrap up, one of the things I wanted to ask you, because I know I'm certainly switched off from it.
Aye.
Is sort of rap in 2018. When I say rap, I do mean American rap.
Aye.
Because that's obviously what we fell in love with over all those years ago.
Aye.
What do you think about it these days? There's a couple of gems out there that are alright, but for the most part, I think it's absolutely horrific what's going on. I
was really, what's the word? Skeptical and kind of like just not want to listen to most stuff. Now there's a lot of songs out there now that are like radio songs that are kind of upbeat, and I'm like, this is an alright wee tune, do you know what I mean? It's not going to be about for years like it's classic. I don't feel as if, but there still is guys out there, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Joey Badass, like there is a lot, not a lot, I don't want to say a lot, but there is still guys out there I feel
flying the flag,
making good hip hop. They make good hip hop music, and like they make really good albums, and you can listen through their albums. And like J. Cole, I'll just use for an example, like he's up there with like my favourite rappers.
Unbelievable.
Do you know what I mean? Because his storytelling, like tremendous for me in my own opinion. So there is definitely guys out there. With that being said, America, in my opinion, is absolutely saturated with I would kind of look at it as attention seeking. They want to make the big song, they want to make the big hit, and I get that, but they'll go to any fucking means to do that, do you know what I mean? And it never ever lasts. It never lasts any period of time. The thing we've got now is, I'm sure you've seen it yourselves, we've got new rappers now, and they're like basically like Badmouth and Tupac and Biggie and that, saying their music's boring.
I've seen this.
Nobody listens to their stuff anymore.
Is that Lil Yachty or something?
Aye, like somebody like
some terrible one.
Lil some fucking rocket anyway.
Lil Rocket.
I'm a Lil Rocket up in the heezy. But no, and they're like, and I'm just like fucking alright, and you don't get his music, that's fine. But what you need to understand is these guys have been dead like 20 years now, and nobody gets mentioned above them ever. Do you know what I mean? They still get seen by hip hop fans and the hip hop community as the best, as the GOATs, as the juggernauts. Do you know what I mean? For a reason. They made great music, like Tupac specifically. I'll just use him as an example.
He's a man.
Like so, it's like I always do this. Tupac is not the best rapper ever.
No,
but he's one of the best, if not the best character. Muhammad Ali was not the best boxer ever. It was the best character.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? And I feel that's,
I agree.
That's what it is. Like, it's not just about the rapping. It's about his social activism.
The energy.
It's about his energy. It's about his passion. It's about the fact every fucking tune, every word, man, he's like never half-arsed. This guy died when he was 25.
I know, man.
These guys out here now saying, oh, he's shite and that, and he was just... He was only 25 when he died.
And he released how many tunes?
Look at the amount of work he's done, and he still had so much work coming out after that. Work rate, do you know what I mean? Keep in mind, obviously, he was in prison for a period of time. Do you know what I mean? We obviously put things on hold. Like, he'd done so much for hip hop, done so much, man, and he represented so much, and he was just like, they say, a real one. Do you know what I mean? He had morals, he had beliefs and all that. So, as you can tell, I'm a Tupac fan. But it just,
definitely.
But what I'm saying is, these folk now are bad mouthing him. These are the kind of people that are making this shit music now. Do you know what I mean? And so, obviously, some folk, they like the music, and that's cool. I can't say too much because I make music not everybody likes. But it's more today with me being a hip hop fan about the culture. Don't fucking disrespect the culture that you're making music in.
I know.
You don't know how fucking stupid that looks.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't even... It's mad to me coming from Scotland, and I know for a fact, I know more about the culture, more about the history. And these are guys that are brought up in this country. Do you know, in America, do you know what I mean? So, but they're just like, they get to a certain age, and they've got a few face tattoos, and get the pink hair in, and make a SoundCloud tune, and then just start bad-mouthing legends. So, to answer your original question, a lot of the music is shite. in my opinion, but there is still guys out there flying the flag.
Yes.
That's how I feel about that.
I fully agree. I've seen these interviews that you're talking about. There's nothing worse.
There's nothing worse, man. It's
disrespectful.
And it's not as if they're even like, I don't feel his music, man, but he done his thing for it. It's like, nah, he's born. Like, nobody, like, was somebody else, I can't, somebody Ball, Alonzo Ball or something, like Lonzo Ball or something his name is.
Right.
And he's like, who listens to Nas now? And I'm like, mate, I fucking bump Illmatic every single week. Like, what do you mean, who listens to Nas? Like,
I know.
So it's just.
But
like,
I think that's an age thing. It is an age thing where these guys, it's like, I mean, we've got young Jack that works in here, and he's never watched like Friends. He's never watched Friends.
Jack, I'll be having a word to you, Jack.
I know, right? And we say this to him, and you know, so that there is an aspect to that that's totally age where they've missed the wave completely.
I get that.
And see what you're talking about there. Like, lyrically, Tupac, he wasn't the best, right? He definitely wasn't. Like in terms of like Biggie, he was way more complex and
much more lyrical.
But nobody came to the mic with Tupac, and I totally agree.
I know, aye, mate.
It gets you fired up, man.
It gets you fired up, man, and. I don't know what I was going to say.
I know, but
it's just like, man.
It is, man.
It's just, as I say, it's just like the music, you can have your own opinion, man, but it's like what you're saying, it's an age thing, right? But I wasn't about when, like, Cool Mo D and Busy Bee and Curtis Blow were walking with me, but I can't turn around and go,
they're rubbish.
They're rubbish. How can I do that when they effectively started, but
paved
I'm
the way.
doing now? Do you know what I mean? So it's
maybe that social media's giving everyone a voice to say what they like, though.
I know.
Very true.
Whereas
I know.
that wasn't. You could have said that though if you felt it, and it would just go round your mates at a party.
Aye, man.
But nobody would agree.
It's like the young generation in America to me, man. And maybe I'm just showing a sign of my age. But at the same time, I hear a lot of music now for young rappers in America, and I think it's quality.
Exactly.
So it's not as if I'm saying all these young guys in America are pure shite. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's obviously some of them are garbage and they're spreading mad backwards values.
I suppose it's like anything, it's just down to the individual, no matter what country they're from or whatever. But look,
I know. Big up America, man. I know I've got a few million euro at least watching, man.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Well, look, it's been an absolute pleasure to catch up with you 2 years on.
Close studio friend.
Mental.
We'll do it again, for sure. Always advocating, always advocating, always pushing it as well.
And I'll tell you, next time I come on, I'll have even bigger stuff happening.
Guarantee.
Yes, you have massive gold chains on. You'll be like that Biggie and all that.
Well, that's
crap.
the thing. It'd be funny though, but would I ever do that? Like, it's easy to say you wouldn't, man. But if somebody
don't know that.
Somebody gives you a £1 million or whatever, man. Like, I don't know about gold chains, but I definitely.
You do. That's the thing, though. I think that most people like to think they would keep their integrity the whole time, and then things.
What are they?
Well, he's a guy who can say he's done that, so
mate,
fair enough. But Milla, man, thanks so much.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Much appreciated, boys. Cheers, man.
As always, remember to check Milla on Facebook, YouTube. All the new videos are up on his page as well, so
yes,
go and check them out.
Cheers, man.
So shall we wrap this up then? Trips, you've been listening to the SKapade Show episode 13
once again.
Milla, legend. See you all soon.
Hit subscribe.
Yeah.